Hey guys, welcome to another recap of Celebrity Apprentice. This is the first official appearance of Homer the Recap Cat. What'd you think? Alright, so first I have to remark on Aubrey's giant hair donut. That was huge. That could not have been all of her hair. Anyway, Debbie gets to deliver her check for $50,000, and even though it's Debbie Gibson, I'm like, oh, that's really touching. I love that part of the show. So they end up at the New York Public Library, and Donald asks Diana, what do you see when you look down? And she's like, squares? No, it's a floor. Oh, Lord. And the client this week is O'Cedar, and you need to make a viral video featuring their brand new mop, which isn't really new because I already have it and I've been using it for quite a while, the Pro Mist mop. Alright, so the PMs this week are Lou Ferrigno, because he was threatened last week if he doesn't step up and do something, he's gonna be gone. So he's gonna be the PM this week. And Tia, because she also has been flying under the radar. So let's talk about the guys team first. First of all, Paul Tuttle Sr. asked, what's a viral video? And I'm thinking, is he thinking, is it going to get me sick? They have to explain it to him. I don't think Lou knew either. They have a meeting with the executive, and they're like, the mop's got to be the hero, and Lou Ferrigno was like, hero? Superhero? What? I'll be a superhero. So his original concept was that he was going to be a superhero 61 years ago. Kind of weird. Clay gets frustrated that everybody's trying to throw Lou under the bus and set him up for failure. Then he immediately picks his nose. I'd do the same thing. Penn is just trying to figure it all out. I think he's completely misunderstood. He's trying to shoot down the ideas to see if they could stand up. I think he's definitely misunderstood on this week. Paul comes up with the concept of I'll mop the floor with you, which I think was a really good one. Penn's feeling pissed because everybody's down on him. He really feels like they're trying to throw him under the bus. And at the shoot, Lou was having trouble with the dialogue, which is unfortunate because he is hearing impaired. He doesn't speak as clearly as everyone else. He had to take some help from Clay, which was nice because Clay has worked with kids who've needed speech before, so that was nice that he was able to help him out. Lou's video was hilarious when he was dancing around. I thought it was great. I love that he can be goofy. Alright, so now let's talk about the ladies. Diana was coming up with these crazy ideas. Cinderella young, Cinderella old, a lady whose water broke. Wait, I gotta mop it up before I go to the hospital. It was weird. Anyway, they had their meeting with the exec. And he was like, why don't you make it sexy? All right, so Lisa Lampanelli comes up with, what's your number? How many mops have you had? All right, so that was a little double entendre there. But then Diana takes it to a whole new level. She's like, it's the way I hold it. And first I didn't know what to do. And it wasn't overtly sexual, but it was like inferred dirty. It wasn't as bad as everybody was saying, I really don't think. Alright, so Aubrey was trying to help with the video. Tia wasn't having it. But then when Lisa was like, oh, why don't you have another angle shot? Oh, okay. That was cold. So Debbie and Aubrey both team up and agree that Tia sucks, and I have to agree with them. Lisa freaks out on everybody later on because she's all like, you and your egos, blah, blah, blah. Hello, Lisa, you've got one of the biggest egos there. That was kind of a ridiculous blow up. And then the highlight of the entire episode was when Diana had to order flowers and they wanted her to get peonies, and she told them she wanted penis. Genius. Genius move. Loved it. I couldn't stop laughing. In fact, I'm laughing on the inside right now. Alright, so the men's commercial was fantastic. Lou gave an okay presentation. I mean, it wasn't really that compelling, but the commercial was funny, fun, informative. You know, they went with the whole I'm gonna mop the floor with you. The ladies, on the other hand, had their what's your number, which was really, I thought, kind of boring. Their commercial didn't do a damn thing for me. Their presentation was marginal. I mean, I didn't like those two chatty Cathys up there like, ah, blah, 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 but the executives seemed to like it. All right, so now it's time for the boardroom. Total love fest on the men's team at first. Everybody was like, oh, rah, rah, rah. Lou was great. And yes, he has a disability, not a handicap. That's correct. The ladies' team, Tia was happy, but apparently no one else was. She loved Lisa, but Lisa didn't love her. Debbie throws Tia under the bus. Lisa throws Diana under the bus. They were all starting, you know, getting at each other like cats in a bag. So the men, if they lose, Paul Sr.'s name was mentioned, although he did come up with the concept. Wait a second now. Lou would bring back Paul and Penn because he thinks Paul is a bull in a china cabinet. I think it's china shop, but I can't fault him for that. Clay wants Penn gone. The whole thing about him being condescending. Again, I think he was misunderstood. So, which Dee tries to defend Penn, rightly so. But it doesn't matter because the men won. So the ladies are coming back. Some names mentioned, of course, Diana, Tia, Teresa gets dragged into it, and she's like, oh, no. All right, so she was called out by Patricia. So Aubrey called out Tia as being 50-something. She's in that club, even though she's in her 40s. Ladies who look older than they really are. Debbie Gibson. Okay, so Tia does the right thing, though. I have to hand it to her. She steps up and takes responsibility, and she gets fired. But first she asked Trump, if I don't take anybody back, are you going to fire 2 people? And he's like, no. He just wanted to get rid of Michael Andretti last week. That's all. All right, so next time, it's party time. They got the little Chinese umbrellas out. You know it's going to be good. And there'll be tears, though. For every smile, there's a tear. Till next time, much love.